Hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and today we're meeting the Eurasier.
Today, Animal Watch flies to the rural west coast of Sweden to meet a rare and unusual breed. One who is a true culmination of East and West. One whose presence is sure to melt the toughest of hearts. A thief, a landscaper, and a taxman.
Time for the morning cheese tax. So who's in for a bit of cheese? It's very important. Cheese tax. Boys and girls. There's quite a lot of cheese being used up in this house.
Meet the lovable Eurasier.
There you go, Luz. Is that nice? Is that nice? My name is Helena and I've got 7 Eurasiers. I call them my little gardeners, my little garden fairies. They love to trim everything down to about 10 centimetres and they absolutely love digging. They like to follow you around the house. So when I go to the loo, a lot of them follow me into the loo.
Somewhere in the rural west of Sweden, where volcanic rock meets lakes and fjords, with red cabins scattered across the rocky coastline, lies a cottage full of fur and waggy tails. Eurasier enthusiast Helena shares her life with a giant pack of very unusual and rare dogs. They sleep on her bed, follow her every move, and I mean literally every move, as they provide companionship in the most idyllic of settings.
She's one of my biggest girls and we call her the little bumblebee because she's so clumsy and she can be up in the sofa and she'll just fall down. Maya's so funny, she's my little vice general. She rules the pack. She doesn't like the other ones to be imbalanced. Then she goes straight in, tells them off and then give them kisses and say that's good dogs.
The Eurasier is a rare breed that is the culmination of both East and West.
Lumen, you would do anything for treats, wouldn't you? Eurasier is actually composed of 3 different breeds, the Chow-Chow, the Wolf Spitz, the Samoyed. And it's funny because up till this day you can still see all 3 breeds in them.
As this is a fairly new breed with a fascinating creation story, I've decided to fly out to Onsala, Sweden, to meet this small, wolfy breed and to explore some of Sweden's most beautiful coastline.
Omma, vem är det som kommer? Och dessa?
Hi!
Hello, Anneka! Welcome! Hello, who's this? This is Anneka visiting. Oh my goodness, look at this. Hello, welcome to Sweden, Anneka.
Hi.
And welcome to Fridlika. They say, welcome, Anneka, welcome to us. And you have...
I've got some special presents.
Oh, lovely. So what? Oh, lovely. And this is baby Ronja coming now saying hello.
Which one's Ronja?
This is Ronja, the little baby.
Oh no, we have to make sure you'll get them. You've been so good.
We do very fluffy welcomes with lots of kisses and lots of fluff.
Death by fluff.
So this is Ronja's mum, Maya.
Oh,
Ronja, come here.
oh, they're adorable.
I'm really passionate about Eurasiers because I think they are such wonderful family dogs. They're just the sweetest dogs to have in your house. I loved Rottweilers back in the day, and my boyfriend back in the day wanted a Dachshund. We realized we'd have to find something in between, so I actually looked from A to Z dog breeds, and then Eurasiers popped out, and they were just the most gorgeous looking, part wolf, part teddy bear. And there were only like 400 or 500 in Sweden back in the day. So I was so lucky. There were one breeder not too far away that had one girl left. So almost by chance, I found my first Eurasier, Selma. I got her 20 years ago, and Selma is the foundation dog of all my Eurasiers. you all sleep well? The moment I wake up, I already have most of them in my bed already, because that's where they love to be. They don't sleep there all night, because most of them get too warm, but I've got a few of them that warms my feet all night. And then we usually go straight up and out for a walk, because that's what we love to do in the morning. We love early morning walks. I work from home. I have my clients. I work with massage and craniosacral therapy, and 2 or 3 of my dogs are actually therapy dogs, and they help me with supporting the clients if they feel sad, because they're very sensitive and very emotional dogs that really feel if you need an extra hug. Can you cut the cheese, Nova? Can you cut the cheese for the other dogs? So I have had things chewed on. This one, for example, she nicks things from the table. She'll nick my wine glass and she'll bring it to her bed and she will chew on it, so you will find a broken wine glass in her bed. Yes, you. But they're not massively destructive dogs. I don't ever fence off anything. I always have my puppies in my house. I have them in my bedroom. I have them free in my living room. I'm with them 24/7. The puppies, I socialise them, I invite friends over. I invite friends over with children, I take them out on walks, we do car rides, we try different surfaces to walk on, and I always try to tell my puppy buyers that how very important it is to socialise them, to keep socialising them. I can speak for the breeders in Sweden. We worked a lot to improve the temperament, and they're now very social. I call these my Labradors, they're so social, so is Nova. But I remember my first Eurasier about 20 years ago when I got my first one. They weren't as social back in the day, and she even made me cry as a puppy because she would walk out the cat flap to avoid me, to have her own peace in the garden. She'd sit in the garden, breathe in a deep sigh and say, oh, finally, alone out here in the peace and quiet. And I would do everything to socialise with her, and she didn't really need me. So I cried a lot as a first-time Eurasier owner because she wasn't very social. But she learned. She learned that people are very lovely, and she learned to interact, and she was steady as a rock. She was not afraid of anything, but she didn't need people. Even when she was lying on the sofa looking so pretty, I would walk by and want to give her a kiss, and she would revert back and say, no thank you, no need for kisses. So they were more aloof, I would say, back in the day than they are now.
So what exactly is the Eurasier's story? To find this out, we must go back to the swinging 60s. The Eurasier dog breed was created in Germany in the 1960s by Julius Wipfel and his collaborators. The breed resulted from the crossing of the Chow-Chow with the German Wolf Spitz. Initially, the dog breed was called the Wolf Chow. Later, it was decided to add Samoyed to the mix to further refine and mellow the character, resulting in what we now know as the Eurasier, a true mix of Europe and Asia. The breed was recognised by the VDH and the FCI in 1973 and now delights the world with a beautiful vision of a taller, healthier Chow mixed with the cuteness of the Wolf Spitz and the kindness of the Samoyed, radiating both beauty and soulfulness.
I don't know if this is going to make me particularly popular, but the first thing I saw when I saw this beautiful dog was this is what Chows used to look like. In the old days, when you look back at photos, this is what they used to look like, with the long noses, long legs, healthy, non-runny eyes. And to be quite honest, I just want to say, you know, the show people have done pretty much awful things to the Chows. As I said, I'm probably not going to be very popular over this. But wouldn't it be wonderful if the Chow could go back to looking something like this? And I just think it's a great opportunity to look at this dog and think, this is what historically our dogs used to be like. Really, really fit. And I think mixing the dogs to create the Eurasier is put back a lot of health into the breeds, and it's given them that more athletic breed look, which I think is fantastic. What is the weight and height of a female?
Well, I think the ideal height would be 52 centimetres. That's an ideal, but they can be between 48 and 56. Weight-wise, between, I would say, 17 and 24, 25 kilos. So we don't want them too big and not too small and high-legged. How much does she weigh, Madeline?
25.
25, yeah. Top end of the scale, but still a good size and a good type. He's a fully grown male, he's 6 years old, and he's 59 centimetres. They are allowed to be up to 60 centimetres. I think he's actually 59.5 centimetres. He's got lots of coat, which makes him look bigger, to be honest. He weighs 32 kilos. It's also on the higher end of the scale. We do a lot of sweeping of floors, of course. They are a double-coated breed, and when they shed quite a lot. If you want them looking really good, I think you should give them a good brush a week, or just a little brush every day. Also to get them used to it, because they can be quite dramatic, drama queens. It's important with this breed that you teach them that you can touch their paws, you can trim their nails, you can give them kisses, and you can brush them. Very important to keep socializing them. And also they do have something we call their spooky age, or their ghost age, where they will suddenly be afraid of the bins or a mailbox or people with hats on that they're not used to. There's about 6, 7, 8 months up to around a year they have that little spooky age, and then it's extra important to be stable, take them out, not giving up. I think it can be a bit of an issue with male Eurasiers, that they can be a bit puffed up towards each other. But I will also say, I have so many friends who has like 2, 3 Eurasier boys, and they get along so well. I think it's important that if you want more than one male, or a female for that matter, that you match their energies and the temperaments, so you don't buy 2 alphas and try to put them together, because that requires more of you as an owner. There will be different characters within the litter of puppies, and you can definitely tell which one is a little bit more reserved, which one is a little more outgoing, which one is more alpha. Did I forget to mention that they're very good guard dogs, and they like a good bark when someone comes.
I had the delight to walk with a pack of Eurasiers on a hike along Seiro Vestergård, a nature reserve located in the Kungsbacka municipality, Sweden, on a peninsula west of the locality of Seiro. The Eurasiers played and bathed so wistfully, with an echo of all the breeds these dogs are descended from. Some more Chow-like, some with a cute edge of the Wolf Spitz, and some smiling like happy Samoyeds, and some just looking like Eurasiers, this new breed and what they have now become. It was a delight getting to know a breed I know very little about, but having previously been a dog mum to a Kiesend and a Samoyed, I could totally see the sweetness of both breeds radiating through the Eurasia. The males were definitely larger, and some needed more time to get to know one another, whereas the females all packed together with very few issues. This breed is still a work in progress, being refined and perfected ongoing.
They have been doing a bit of mixing, especially back to the Wolf Spitz and a little bit back to the Samoyeds to widen the gene pool. And actually Nova is a little bit a part of that, because her great-grandmother was 50% Wolf Spitz. She's shed now, but usually you can see it on her coat because he's got a little bit of extra fluffy and long coat.
I had a beautiful day immersed in a delightfully balmy and warm Swedish summer on one of the most picturesque locations in Western Sweden. I believe that this is a fairly trouble-free breed to keep. They are loyal, people-loving, and love to stay close to their human. Some are very forward, others shyer, Some exhibit the reserved nature of the Chow, whereas others are less wary. Eurasiers are intelligent and self-confident, well-balanced, and with a high tolerance level. They are watchful and alert without being incessant barkers. They are loyal to the family, but reserved with strangers without being unfriendly. The Eurasier is also loving with children and gets along well with other family pets. In the home, the Eurasier is calm. During walks, he is lively and full of energy. The excellent qualities of the Eurasier will only develop if he is allowed to live in close contact with his family. He cannot be housed in kennels or left tied up outside. Easily trained, the Eurasier needs love and understanding. The coats will need a lot of upkeep, so grooming must be a priority, and like the Chow-Chow, socialisation is a must to help quash the reserved nature towards strangers and other dogs. A medium-sized alert dog you will get, as he will have your back every time someone calls at the door. A landscape gardener too, by the looks of things, a glass thief, and one who will insist on his tax of every piece of Swedish cheese you take out of the fridge.
Well, somebody that's had Samoyeds and Kiesens myself, these dogs I find resonate so much with me. I love them so much.
That's awesome.
Little one over here reminds me of my little Kelly. I used to have my little Kiesen. And then others have got echoes of my Samoyed that I used to have Bergen. Such joyous, sweet, lovely animals. And also remind me a little bit of my Huskies too. Just that little cat.
That's so lovely to hear.
You know, the cat-like,
you
know, sweetness, and also the sort of, you have to sort of respect their boundaries a little bit, because they're very sensitive souls and they like to take themselves away sometimes. But look at this, it's so gorgeous. I've enjoyed meeting them so much.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And if people would like to find out more about your dogs, which website can they go to?
Well, they can go into my website to holisticbyhelena.com or the Swedish Eurasier Club, Svenska Eurasierklubben.se.
And we'll put that on the screen, and we'll put that in the description so you can find it.
I also have the Instagram, of course.
Yes, and we'll put the Instagram in the information so you can find them. You can look at all these wonderful fluffy photos. And if you enjoyed this episode of Animal Watch, then please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And tune in every week where I'll be bringing more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, animal rescue and conservation. So it's a very fluffy bye-bye from us.
Yeah, very fluffy.
Bye-bye from Sweden.
Bye-bye. Fluff coming.